We back again for a new session. It's a new Wednesday. It's a new day. And we here. And we high. And we live, bitch.
What y'all doing?
What is going on? How y'all been? What y'all smoking on? Where y'all smoking at? Type it in the chat. Let's go. Go tell a friend and tell your friend and tell another friend and tell more friends to get on YouTube or Twitch and stream live because we got some heavy shit, some heavy greenery to talk about today, this evening. It's time to get high.
I ain't even rolled up, bro.
I'm trying.
I have so much to choose from.
Okay, choices, options.
Okay, I'm about to say options.
I just have so much to choose from, yeah. I just don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna smoke this cereal
now. You said the cereal and milk.
Cereal milk.
Did you go get you some more after the incident?
Baby, yes, had to.
Of course you did.
Ain't got some more earlier.
You my friend. You my friend.
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
But
Now.
yeah, ain't stop shit. I ain't stop no show.
Never have, never will.
Yes,
I'll be
Lord.
back tonight.
Tabernacle.
We keep on
Can I get
Tabernacle.
a gram?
A
Yes, Lord.
A gram.
So thank you, fine ladies and gentlemen, because flight number 420 has now taken off. We're welcome aboard. Please fasten your seatbelts as we are now boarding flight number 420 with
Your boy, Stoop Kid, aka Shoe, aka Shoe Wop Goo Wop, Drop Top. Can't stop. No, I'm playing. Okay.
It's your girl, Jay.
It's me, King Goddess. I had to take my hair out because you know what I'm saying. She was hurting.
Options.
shit. And lastly, there's me, your girl, Young Goldilocks, and my lighter just went out. And we are
Baked
Baked
Mary.
Yes, Lord. Hey, BJ, smoke some bitch. Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
No, we are one and the same. My lighter went out, but guess what? I'm gonna use my handy dandy motherfucking candle. Okay?
Oh, shit, I got matches.
I'm not moving. Okay?
I hate magic.
I'm not moving.
I burned a lot of candles around this bitch. I got matches everywhere.
I'm weak. Why did BJ put? I thought we were trying to move past that. BJ in the chat talking about it's your squirrel. No one was supposed to.
He recalls, it's a squirrel.
He recalls. Okay?
It's our recurring watchers for me.
Love
It's the
it.
love. It's the fans.
It's the love for me.
The community.
The community for me. For we.
So listen up, y'all. We got some really, really heavy green for y'all this session for sure. It's a lot of shit that needs to be talked about and brought to the forefront in the cannabis industry today. And if you don't know, you need to, because this is our future in America. And we're talking about cannabis, and it is very important and slightly detrimental. It's some shit going on, y'all, and it needs to be brought to the forefront. It's a whole lot of shit going on. You figure deal me? So we're going to go on ahead and jump right into it. But before we do, one more time, put what you're smoking on and where you're smoking at in the chat. Let's go.
Wow.
Excuse me?
She was gonna shot us.
Excuse we? I'm weak. Okay.
I'm smoking what they call cereal milk. Okay.
I don't know what
I just got me some rinse right now. But I like rinse. I'm a cookies person. So anything that comes from the cookies family, I'm going to buy it off
I
top.
had some runs. It was pretty good. Shout out to my girl.
Yeah.
Got her shit from the West Coast.
I had some bubblegum runts this weekend also.
Okay.
For the
Yeah,
bubblegum.
Come in a dish.
Like I said, anything in the cookies family, I'm for it. I'm here for it.
I like that. But I want to talk about how fuck cookies and them. I loved them. I ain't even gonna lie. But them shits was high. Not that they was just high. You know what I'm saying? Not that the price was high. Because the price sound like some regular shit on the streets.
Yeah.
But there's some other shit
Because
that
it
was
was in
going
the
on that we're
stove.
gonna have to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna unfold it.
We gonna
later on
talk
in the
about it.
show. We're gonna talk about it.
You would have stopped.
We're gonna talk about it. Cause baby, nah, I ain't had no street pharmacists. I went to the real people.
Okay, street pharmacist, your local florist.
You still be your local florist.
I loved it.
Bitch, watch out fuck around and open my dispensary and call it your local florist.
I know that's right.
Make it two sides. The smoke shop can be your local hood witch and the dispensary your local florist. I love to see it, man.
But for real though. And before y'all got on, bro, we talked about making us we need our own strain, bro. We need a Baked Mary strain. Once they gone in, get to the doing what they need to do. We finna have us a strain.
What they cooking?
And since we're partial to the cookies here,
I love cookies.
we need to have us a cookie. A baked cookie, bitch.
Why not?
Oh,
period.
Fucking where my damn pen at?
But my lip dropped and it ain't picked up yet.
Bro,
My damn head.
Bitch, we can have all types of cookies when we start adding different essences and aromas into it.
Don't judge my life. We're gonna have
Baked sugar cookie.
We can have Jasmine do the turpentines.
Bro, why is my I'm geek.
She sound like some
okay, season 2 and 3 material already in the works.
So listen, let's go ahead and jump straight into the smoke. I want to open up the first session. So go ahead and release some important information. If you don't know, you're finna know now. We're gonna talk about first our current event. Okay. And if we have any community members of Baked Berries who don't know what the current event is, this current summer is up to date and it's happening right now. And this one is literally going to affect our future. So it's called Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act. Who has seen it? They're doing and working their hardest to try to pass this bill through Senate. It's called the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act. Anybody heard of it? Nope. Okay, here we go. So this is a new
I was gone for a minute. Now I'm back.
Ooh.
We
I
back.
don't see nothing. Okay, we
shit.
back. Okay.
We got lag,
Yeah, I see the little. Okay, I see boxes.
Somewhere, man.
Dreadlock Rasta.
Is we back? Is we back?
Go to North.
We was gone for a minute. Now we back.
With the jump off.
Thanks for bearing with us, guys.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Soldier.
We apologize for the inconvenience. Y'all have to realize that we are just starting up. We will get our equipment up, but right now we have the equipment that we have. So, if you really fuck with us, you'll bear with us through these trying times. Okay, this is our opportunity to be rolling up, smoking and shit. Get ready and whatnot.
I was trying to roll up.
So we're not gonna waste no time. I'm just gonna go ahead and run that thing on back real quick. So for people who didn't get a chance to join in before we had technical difficulties, we're making the cannabis community aware of what our future could look like as far as cannabis is concerned. So if you haven't heard, you finna hear it now. Senate has created a bill that they're trying to pass, and it's going to be called the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act. I'm going to say that again. The Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act. So it's a new marijuana legalization proposal because once again, I said they're trying to pass the bill through. So Democratic senators, they released the draft of the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act, and it is a bill that would legalize marijuana at the federal level. Now, if this bill is passed into law, marijuana would be removed from the national list of regulated drugs under the Controlled Substances Act. And it would then be regulated and taxed like alcohol and tobacco. So the measure also includes, that means there's also an inclusion in the bill that includes social equity provisions that will expunge low-level marijuana convictions and dedicate cannabis taxes to communities negatively impacted by the war on drugs. So, as I was saying earlier, I feel that this could be great for the cannabis industry moving forward. However, I do have my eyebrow raised as far as the controlling of the plant, because we all know that the part of the biggest reason why the government couldn't tax, marijuana is because, duh, bitch, how you gonna tax me for some shit I can grow in my own motherfucking backyard?
Shit, they ain't motherfucking know how.
They had to figure it out. How you know?
And when they did, I grow in my backyard. So now, if the bill is passed, I can control every motherfucking thing. And they're trying to. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that fucking later. They're trying to, but now the marijuana can be controlled.
Yeah, and
so
according to that
instead of you
article,
paying your weed man at $40, that $50, you paying the $120 for the half. Imagine paying $125.27 or not even $125. That's low on taxes. Let's try fucking $142.57.
Too damn.
Because they gonna tax this shit out of this weed.
Y'all want to ask me how I know?
How you know?
Because, baby, your boy did just come back from California, right? So in California, I don't know if this was a segue or a no way or a here we go, but here we are. But so I was in California this past weekend, right? And I go my black ass in the motherfucking store because I'm trying to get some weed, duh. But I go up in there. I'm trying to get my little weed. $110 worth of weed came out to $152.
How? $152?
$152.
That's a whole nother like 7 grams.
You wanna know why, bitch? Because they learn how to tax it. And when the bitches learn how to tax it, them bitches was clever. It was clever. They were like, hey, in places like freaking LA and Hollywood, even Oakland. Like they have their taxes basically at the max, which is they have 3 different taxes that equal up to a specific tax total, right, guys? So with those 3 particular cities, their taxes range up to 34.5%. So like I said, let's say $100 worth of weed can quickly turn into $140 because of taxes. And let's just get this shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, of these particular taxes, whenever Proposition 64 was introduced to California legislation, the sales taxes on cannabis have actually helped rake in a whopping $1 billion in revenue. I'm like, this is great when the money is going toward like education, fix fucking roads, better fucking police officers and shit.
To a good cause, things that
right.
You know what I'm saying? They need the money. I fuck with it.
That's beneficial.
But right, all that's good, but for consumers, which is the motherfucker that's buying the shit, that's what we have the issue. Because we come out paying a fucking $15 excise tax layered beneath the 15% excise tax layered beneath the 10% local business tax, slapped on top of a 9.5% local and state tax. I fucking don't understand how you get a excise tax, a local business tax, and then you got a local state and sales tax. Totaling that fucking 34.5% in taxes.
Everybody gotta get this.
Everybody gotta get this. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Why you think they putting the money into the cannabis now? Because there's money to be made.
But listen, by whom? Because based upon my research, the dispensaries are not the ones benefiting from these costs. California dispensaries consistently report being in the red each year after they pay their taxes associated with costs and running their business, especially like small or minority-owned businesses that don't have like reserve or they don't have like rich investors or even fucking a credit line.
You can see where that's going right now.
The state is literally
classism.
Yeah, the state is literally making hundreds of thousands of millions of fucking dollars in tax revenue, and the freaking businesses are basically, after they do their taxes, they left at either typically not making any money or being in the negative.
They just the middleman collecting the money for the government.
Right. Not in the stove. Like sell your weed under the table.
But Mariah, I wonder how many of them tax percentages that you gave off actually went into that $1 billion that you was talking about. I bet that wasn't even the whole 34.5 or 32.5, whichever percentage you said. Like, I'm like, what's up? Because I know it's more than $1 billion. I know it's more than $1 billion.
Where the money is going? Where's the money going? And how are you dissecting it to, you know what I'm saying, disperse it?
Exactly.
They gave us a nice little...
Man, that's way more than that. People buying up some weed. You got people that's traveling there just to buy some weed. People are buying fucking weed.
They gonna buy that.
Making their money. And it's that's like how you said, like small stores, if they not like cookie stores where they got chains and stuff like that.
And that's where they have those high ass taxes at.
Yes.
Because I did go to some.
Everybody wants to go there like a tourist attraction. So they can afford to charge you on them just for you to say I went to cookies.
Exactly. And that excise tax, that can be anywhere from 0 to 15%. But you choose.
So on this thing, Mariah said that hoe can range. If they're gonna start that hoe at 10, like if it is legalized, they're gonna start that hoe at 10%, and they're gonna increase it to 25 within 5 years.
So this is in California right now. I know what you're talking about because I did read that shit, and that had kind of pissed me off too. As far as under
how the fuck you gonna start there? Like how the fuck you gonna start that bitch?
Yeah. See, Mariah, I had went to California back in October for my birthday. And I had went into a dispensary and it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like big. It was on the street or whatever, everything. It was expensive just like that. And fortunately, we got there right when I was about to close, and we wasn't able to buy nothing. So like the next day, I found like a little dispensary on the corner, like you barely could see. It wasn't like lit up or nothing. It just had like a little green cross. So I knew it was a dispensary on there. I just went on in there. It looked like it was, you know what I'm saying, like nothing. But I gave them my ID and I went to the back and they had everything. So it was like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like all broadcasted and stuff like cookies or like a big stove. But like if you know what you're looking for, then you can still get some fire ass weed. And you know, I'm saying, maybe kind of miss some of the higher ass prices, but still walk out there with a dub, because I got a lot, and I got probably like 6 or 7 different kinds for, you know what I'm saying, not what I was expecting, because it was Cali, of course, but I was just like, oh, okay. I mean,
right, but if you're going on like the outskirts and things like that, that's no problem. There are certain places like what is it? It's like places that are basically like unincorporated, like outskirts cities or whatever, where of course you can go
like
there.
They kind of off the grid.
Right. You can go there and get your weed. You can pay like it's still gonna get taxed, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got that. They gonna 100%, bro.
They just getting what they need, what they supposed to.
It's not at no 37% though, for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to read this quote real quick that also was included in our reference article. And it says, for decades, and this is pertaining to the Cannabis Men and Opportunity Act. So for decades, young men and young women, disproportionately young Black and Hispanic men and women, please reference back to our previous episodes, because we have definitely, talked about this. Have been arrested and jailed for carrying even a small amount of marijuana in their pocket, a charge that often came with exorbitant penalties and a serious criminal record because of the over-criminalization of marijuana. And it followed them for the remainder of their lives. And I really do want to piggyback off of that, especially if you're going to legalize cannabis. There's no way that you can legalize cannabis without expunging or sealing people who have been criminalized for it. People who have been to jail, people who are still in jail behind fucking weed. And that's kind of where the rage comes from, because you know what I'm saying? It's being glorified by people of color. I mean, I'm sorry, they're non-people of color, but there's people of color that's locked up for it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Cannabis industry is great and it's booming. We're finna be able to buy weed, but it's niggas that's in jail right now for selling.
No, they dead ass just did a raid here not even 2 weeks ago, and they rounded up half of the city's florists.
So you can't legalize marijuana and not give people their freedom back and decriminalize their records. And I'm speaking from experience. I have a charge I have a funky ass misdemeanor on my fucking record. I don't want to get into the fucking story right now. Maybe somewhere down the line, maybe like season 4 or 5, motherfucker, I might get that story, because man, anyways, I have a funky ass misdemeanor on my record right now for possession of marijuana for that for something that, for the amount that was like no more than a gram. You know what? Most like, oh my God, damn, Amber Alerts. 0.8 had to. Bro, this shit is on my record. I have not been chosen, you know what I'm saying, for employment for jobs behind that shit. I have lost a job behind that shit on my record. There are places that I cannot stay because I have a drug charge on my record. I'm a good ass person. I don't deserve this shit.
Help my friend, because what the fuck?
I don't deserve this shit for a funky ass 0.8.
So you definitely gonna directly benefit from this being passed, bro.
Right, but what does that mean? What would happen if that bill is passed? Like, what happens?
So let's talk. Thank you for opening that session, King Goddess. Let's go ahead and get into the provisions, or at least the key provisions of this bill or this legislation if it's passed. So under this act, the attorney general would be directed to remove marijuana, like we said, from the controlled substances list. And government regulators would also create a new definition of cannabis.
It got to be within.
Oh, I cannot wait to get into this next topic because you know what they trying to turn it into.
It'll be CBD. They gonna change the whole name.
They finna water this motherfucking plant the fuck down. This
CBD
and hemp us the fucking death. Do you hear me? So they're going to get jiggy.
Because I can't wait till we get into it. Because I knew I had something to say. I can't wait till we get into it.
We ain't even got to the mouthful part yet, y'all. Y'all
got something to say about all these things over here. So I can't wait till we get into it.
So listen, the government regulators would create a new definition of the word cannabis under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and develop a regulatory requirement for cannabis, similar to rules that govern other substances such as tobacco. The definition of cannabis would exclude hemp, which was legalized by the 2018 Farm Bill. Of course, they would exclude hemp. They don't want the two to intertwine. They're trying to separate. They're trying to separate a plant.
How?
That's literally what they're trying to do. They're trying to separate a plant because they want to demonize THC.
Right.
But THC comes from cannabis. And that's what I mean by control. That's why I was like, it's a double-edged sword. It's some good things to it, but then it's bad. Everything comes with a price, bro. It's the government we talking about. It ain't gonna be all spicy, all good, all fresh and sweet and shit. It's gonna be some shit coming with them from the dough. You know they coming with bullshit. So, also the authority to regulate cannabis will be transferred from the Drug Enforcement Admin to the Food and Drug Admin. So the FDA.
The
FD motherfucking A. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax. And the FDA will be recognized as the primary federal regulatory authority with respect to the manufacture and marketing of cannabis products, including requirements related to minimum national good manufacturing practice, product standards, registration and listing, and labeling information related to ingredients and directions for use, which is basically pretty much food. You're going to have to label every ingredient. You're gonna have to put how much percentage that is.
How much to take.
Yep. Dosage, all of that.
May cause sleepiness,
control.
But they already do that stuff in the legalized states. Anyway, they have that information on the containers.
The bill also assesses, and you was just talking about excise tax, King Goddess. The bill also assesses a federal excise tax on cannabis products with rates beginning at 10%, and like y'all said, increasing to 25% 5 years after the measure is signed into law. 25% from 10?
From 10. Like, why you gonna give us 10 to begin with? Like, why y'all ain't tax us heavy first and then bring that shit down?
So of course
it's gonna gradually go up over the 5 years.
Yep, from 10% to 25% over 5 years, they're gonna gradually increase it.
Didn't the motherfucking British? It ain't that Louisiana. I mean, fuck.
Taxation without representation, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? When they mad about this shit,
the Boston Tea Party.
And them had a whole ass tea party.
They was mad because King James was still putting up taxations on their ass, even though they had got their ass in the Mayflower and came to America. He still had his hands on their ass. They was dumping the tea off the boat. That's mad because they was getting taxed by King James and they didn't want to deal with them taxes no more.
They want to pay taxes no more. Then they were like, well, we gonna, since they did it to us. Shit.
So, and lastly, the legislation establishes 3 grant programs, including one that will fund nonprofits to provide services, including job training, re-entry services, and legal aid to individuals impacted by cannabis prohibition. The second grant program provides funding to state and local governments to make the SBA loans to cannabis businesses owned by socially and economically disadvantaged entrepreneurs, which is
Now it is some stuff up in there that is directed towards us. Like even what they would be giving back, they would be giving back to communities. that were disproportionately affected by the war on drugs.
Right. And we have talked about the war on drugs. So the final grant program would provide funding for state and local governments to establish cannabis businesses, licensing programs that minimize barriers for those impacted by the war on drugs.
She got my damn nerve.
You must say something.
Shit.
Apparently not.
It's all right. I had messed it up. She be knowing, but it's all right. We back.
Where my damn water at? Oh,
I bumped it up, but I got it back. I was just gonna. I was gonna skip over it. Shit.
I just
Me too, bro. I'm sorry. I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't trying
to look at you. Shit.
I'm so sorry.
As soon as my sentence was over with, you first motherfucker I looked at. She over there laughing.
Oh my fucking god! I definitely missed it, cause
shoot. Hell. Okay.
Is it time for a blunt check?
It's time for a blunt check.
Is it time for a blunt check?
Is it time for a blunt check?
It's time for a blunt check. So now that y'all just got that crucial ass piece of information, it's my joint that I ain't finished. Take real, and it just might happen.
They said that.
That's your current event for the day.
Yeah, within 60 days of it going into legislation, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's the weed.
No, you right, you got it. The Controlled Substances Act, it's within 60 days of the legislation's effective date.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? It will go into effect. Yeah, it was like
60 days afterwards.
60 days
afterwards. By 2 months. By 2 months afterwards.
Y'all, this cereal got to go for the week.
Roll the shit on up.
Every time.
Roll the shit on up. Smoke the shit on up.
Goddamn.
Roll the shit on up. What you smoking on? Yeah. What you rolling up? Yeah. Roll the shit on up. Smoke the shit on up. Blunt check. Hey, get high. Hey,
who got the highlight?
Hey, get high. Baby Tay, I think it's on you.
You got the highlight this week, Tay? Yeah, man, Shanika, I was last.
Ooh. And you wrote this shit down too. You so silly.
You sure?
I'm trying to roll my weed.
This is the 4th episode.
Ain't we on the 4th episode?
Wait, who did last week?
I did.
Oh.
Baby, the first episode we didn't have one. You did.
Yeah, we did, because I did the first one.
We have none the first one. That was episode 2.
You did the second one, friend.
I did. Good.
Yeah.
What you talking?
What you talking?
I'm over here like
weed.
Shit. Had an H in front of it. That was a double.
Nah, I really don't remember. It's blue something. Blue something.
Blue dreams, blue cookies.
Let's say cookies. I think it was the cookies. And if not, I've had cookies from him before, so.
I fuck with blue cookies.
I low-key, my most recent high moment was today at work.
Lord, don't get fired.
If the person that the only person that I'm not even worried about, because they are the ones that it happened with at work. So whatever.
And my boyfriend used to work for Amazon. I'm already knowing.
Don't nobody know where I work. Anyways, so yeah, I had a high moment at work this morning. So we go pick up some packages or whatever to go deliver to another facility. We get to wherever the person office is, and it's badge access, right? So boom, I tap my badge I pulled to open the glass door. It didn't open. And we said, dang, I don't got access. He said, oh, let me try. And then, boom, he did it. He didn't have access either. And then the lady came out of her cubicle. She said, y'all need to get in. And then we said, yeah. She said, okay. She tapped her badge. Boom. She pushed it in and opened it.
Because that's how
pushing it out.
That's how science works.
And we just started laughing. And he said, I looked at him. I said, bro. Yeah. He said, I know. And then we both started laughing, right? And then so I said, oh, well, maybe because we pulled it out and then, pushed it in, right? So I said, let's close it back and see if it worked.
No, y'all didn't.
Yeah, we did. Y'all pushed it in. And it still didn't work. We didn't have badge access altogether. So we had to come back. We had to get the lady to come back. And we said, man, we need you to come back and let us in. Because we was high. I didn't tell I was high, but we knew I was high. And so
any place, y'all want to sit up any place that you work with that's got badge access, bro, it's all bad when you smoking.
Yeah. I'll be like, damn, I'll be
airport. Fucking FedEx.
My girl said, fuck that, man. Close the door. Let's see it again.
Let's try again. Like, we knew I was high. And then so we did it again, and it still didn't work. We didn't have access there, period, because they was like higher up people. So you got to have like certain clearance to get to, like in that area. So the lady was like, we said, we need you to let us in again, man. We really don't got access here. We were just checking. We was higher first. We didn't do it the right way. So we checked again, and we still didn't work. And that was my high moment today. Shout out to my boy who that happened with. He probably watched later on.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, my nigga.
Shout out to you, DB. But that was my highlight, my most recent highlight.
He sounded like a defensive back.
DB. Big Swole.
DB.
Yeah, I liked it.
All right. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the big kahuna?
I'm just gonna roll.
A big kahuna.
The big kahuna, because it's big.
I'm just gonna roll.
It's the dun dun dun.
I know you fucking lying.
Oh my God, that dun dun dun.
Ice cream.
All right, y'all ready? Yeah. So this is the big kahuna. There's another bill that's trying to get passed through Senate, and it's a bill that lawmakers want to impose. I'm sorry.
I was trying to get to know. I was over here trying not to laugh at the beginning. I don't know if y'all heard too. Mom, like, okay. Mom, I know you hear me, motherfucker. She was like, I guess you gotta see me now, okay?
Hello.
I'm back.
Presence no, okay? Because I need you now.
I'm definitely back. And what y'all just said definitely just happened. And she got to get her ass out. Hey, I'm a mom. It happened. Shit, I'm a mom. I have a child. My child is with me 24/7.
Yeah, we at the crib.
We should be loud. Real quick, get out. Should be in here. Goodbye.
You know what?
Anyways, so the big kahuna, dun dun dun. Lawmakers want to impose THC limits. What that means is, I'm gonna bring it back. You're right. Lawmakers want to impose THC limits. Potency limits are being proposed in cannabis markets across the country and represent possibly the strongest and most concerted attack on legalization since the first state-approved adult cannabis. So basically what this means is, in a nutshell, these motherfuckers want to cut the THC percentage and cannabis to 15%. No, maximum 15%.
Now, is this like statewide or?
Oh no, they want it national.
What?
They want it all across the board. Now, of course, it'll be up to the state to decide if they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know how they go. But they wanted to make it across the board a national thing. So signed into law in March, cannabis legalization is still very, very new in New York State. Possession is legal, but dispensaries may not open until the summer of 2022. But before that can happen, okay, Republicans want to create exceptions to legalization and restrict what products are available at the moment. So they want to take action. Cannabis continues to be disproportionately weaponized against communities of color, and we are thrilled that the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act has proposed expungement and community reinvestment measures to address the damage perpetuated by the failed war on drugs. Okay?
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Your thoughts too.
I was just saying failed because it failed the fuck out of black folks and brown people disproportionately. But continue.
Mm-hmm. I want to start at the fucking 15%. Let's start there.
I want to start at the 15%. Well, you know what I'm saying? Based upon this information that I have found regarding this 15%, they claim that frequent consumption of high potency cannabis can result in serious health conditions, including neurotoxicity and substance use disorders. But I thought we just said that it's not even addictive on our last podcast.
Yes, ma'am. And substance disorders.
What the fuck they talking about? Substance use. I mean, like it would be over, like abused, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First of all,
go ahead, G.
No, Frank, because I was like, don't give me nothing under 30, okay?
Nigga. 15% at the maximum? And like I said, the potency don't start, the low potency don't start until 18%. 15%, you giving me mid.
You giving me CBD. Shit.
You giving me fucking CBD. So if that bill is passed, it will ban cannabis flower with more than 15% THC, and it would also ban edibles and concentrates with more than 60% THC. Yes, they trying to attack the edibles too, y'all.
I don't know nothing about edibles, honestly.
There's definitely a dosage with the edibles. So, it comes by milligrams. The highest milligram I've ever seen with an edible is 750.
Damn.
Is what?
750 milligrams.
750.
45,
like
47.
Ibuprofen or something.
So you found your lung?
Yeah. Thank you for noticing.
Oh my God.
His blood.
So demonizing THC appears to be the latest effort from reliably anti-legalization organizations and activists. Now, so far, it's been a fail. Nobody has pretty much been on board with the shit. They like, nah, we ain't fucking with that.
And I'm fucking with them for not fucking with that. Because this is what I'm smoking on. It's 33.4. I'm like, what am I doing with 15? If I gotta smoke, well, I ain't got to. But if I smoke 2 of these, bitch, I'm gonna have to smoke 4 fucking blunts to feel this high.
Yeah. See, and it's just like that. That law wouldn't really support the other law. You know what I'm saying? As far as like legalizing the weed and you know what I'm saying, and the revenue and stuff coming into the community because okay, you got some whack ass weed and we gotta pay all this money for it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just go to my weed man and not get taxed.
And that's another thing too, though. That's what they really are getting. Well, that's another thing.
Because how you gonna make all these dispensaries make that weed go down? You know what I'm saying? Like take all
right. Do they like if they put it? They basically like if they put it at a lesser THC amount, then niggas just gonna go to the weed man.
Exactly.
So.
What's the whole point of going to the dispensary?
Like the only reason why niggas go to the dispensary is the simple fact that
you just trying to
I can go to the store and buy my weed. Sound good, dog.
I'm weak.
Whoa.
Shit.
I believe we are now at cruising altitude, okay, of 42,000 feet. So please sit back and relax as we shift this thing on in the autopilot at ground.
At ground.
Okay.
So my whole thing, because it is a thing. My whole thing is that once again of bills and events going on. Me personally, as a summary or a thesis, I feel that they're literally trying to, or the government is literally trying to, demonize, and they want to exclude it from the cannabis plant because they want it to be the bad part. This is all bad. This ain't good. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to drop the percentage down and ban cannabis flower that's more than 15%, like you said earlier, that sounds like fucking CBD to me. Mm-hmm. And who's getting put on a pedestal with CBD?
Wow.
Who promoting it? But y'all demonizing THC once again. Who is THC associated with? And I'm all for the decriminalization, you know what I'm saying, and the money going back to the communities, but that's just proving the point. The communities affected and disproportionately, you know what I'm saying? But that just comes back to the point that y'all have literally played the race game with this plant and y'all still doing it.
Mm-hmm. And we'll continue to
y'all assuring it. That's all it is. Y'all just assuring it. Yes, y'all really have been attacking us with this fucking weed.
It's a banning high potency THC means that dabs and powerful flowers will fall into the same race-based buckets as cocaine-based drugs did in the 1980s. Demand for high THC products separated from good and acceptable legal cannabis products will not abate. This demand will be fulfilled, by the illicit market, meaning your street floors, you did, okay? Thus creating new opportunities for police and the criminal justice system to reappear in cannabis. Because it's being decriminalized. But if you go and change the potency, people are going to go back to their weed man, which then, of course, I'm pretty sure certain people can't have, there will be legislation on the amount of weed that you can have at once. So there puts your weed man at risk because my weed man better have more than an ounce at once. Okay. Shoot. So, but that would put them more at risk, which then, of course, creates more jobs and things regarding the war on drugs. There'll still be a way to basically criminalize marijuana again. And then it becomes the new crack, is what they say. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the only people who are going to suffer are going to be people of color in huge numbers.
So we're not, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be transparent. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real transparent with
these are his words
right now. We just, when we, have our meetings and we discuss and get things together, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about kind of taking, you know what I'm saying, a step back from, you know what I'm saying, talking so much about, not necessarily talking so much, but like this episode, we was like, okay, we're going to try to kind of like give race a rest because we've been like going hard on it. But as we was doing the research, I said, goddamn, I don't want to seem, because I'm black. I'm blacker than black than I'm black, y'all. But that's literally what it is. We sitting here doing the research. We're reading, and everything points to race. Race and classism. Racism and classism, two of the isms.
Yep.
It's like you try, and then like that, we weren't even trying to go here. It's like even just reading the article, they point that out that if this basically potency limit is placed, then Black and brown people are going to be disproportionately affected.
Because I'm not smoking CBD. Well, let me retract that. Because I do, let me tell you, I do use CBD. I'm not gonna even sit here and stun on y'all, but I fuck with cannabis though. Like that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So once again, who am I to talk shit about people that only want to fuck with THC or only want to fuck with CBD and be talking about, oh, it's one plant if I don't use the whole plant? Yes, from time to time I do smoke CBD. Yes, I do. When I'm having my womanly problems and I'm cramping, I will smoke CBD. Any type of pain that I'm having in my body, I'm going to smoke CBD because the CBD targets straight to the pain and it attacks and alleviates it.
Yeah.
When I want to get high, I smoke THC.
Because that's what it's for.
Exactly. I use it by what it's for. I smoke cannabis. But when I'm trying to get high, I'm not buying that shit.
Niggas ain't buying no bump ass weed, bro. Fuck we look like.
I'm not buying no weed that's only 15% THC. You got me fucked up.
It's Reginald, bro. Y'all trying to have the people on Reggie.
Hell, I think Reggie might have more THC percentage than that.
But god damn though. 15%. Y'all, this shit right here, nigga.
15.
This is some what the fuck they call this shit? Orange truffle souffle. Okay. It has a total of 31.14% THC. This is some Alien OG. And it has a total of 32.81% THC. I'm not fucking smoking no 15 damn percent THC weed, CBD mixture shit that y'all want me to smoke. No.
I'm not doing it.
Shit. It's outrageous.
Bitch, I'm appalled and my name Mariah.
I'm glad you clarified.
You ain't Paul. It's like, I'm a Paul. My name ain't Paul.
Simple as that.
But nah, I'm not smoking that shit, G.
Nobody want that shit, man. We man, come at you. I got that 15%, bro.
You got that? Excuse me.
That what?
Excuse me.
They wouldn't even have that
Excuse
shit.
me. Excuse me. Excuse me. What was it?
I don't know about me. Shit, my bad. I know about me, but I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. But me, when I go to the dispensary, I'm looking for the weed with the high THC.
I'm trying to be like, I was gonna clean my room, but then I'm trying to be that motherfucking high. Ooh, I was gonna get up and get the room.
Motivational syndrome is my friend, okay? I fuck with a motivational syndrome.
Motivational syndrome, yes.
Bitch, sit that ass down.
You're good.
For a little while.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little fuck it from time to time.
Thank you.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck it. Oh well.
All of this shit. So once again, I just want to take the time to once again reiterate what can be done with this plant. You cannot dissect this fucking plant and separate it and fucking disperse it and put on it as you so fucking please. This plant is one. It's one with us. It's one with the universe. We are all connected.
Hello, somebody.
You can't hear us?
You telling me? Oh no, I said hello, somebody. Like hello.
Oh. Sorry, it was the weed.
It's the weed talking.
You threw off my groove.
I'm weak.
But not like I said, you can't dissect it and disperse it and put labels on it as you so choose. It's a whole plant. It's the oneness. The little weed, little cannabis. Ain't never hurt nobody. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and open up our final session. Talk about why going green and we not talking about recycling, bitch. You talking about that greenery, that good greenery. Why going green is important for the future. Because the future is where we're headed. So
I ain't got my blunt rolled yet, but I do got some.
I'm rolling. I'm trying.
I also don't. Is taste still on here?
Damn, y'all ain't got those shit for me.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Just a box.
Yeah, we
just a box on the microphone.
Yeah, there is, big baby.
I mean, that's cool. Y'all boxes and microphones on my end too, all y'all.
Oh nah, it's just us three on my end. I see all three of us.
I see everybody, but say
I'm alone on this end. So I'm just bothered.
The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone.
Whatever.
I am funny.
I'm gonna eat it, man.
Oh my god, y'all see school dance?
Nah.
Y'all know say school dance in the kitchen. Damn, bro.
No.
That whole stupid, bro. That little ball. Oh my god.
Okay. Y'all like to down with a grinder or your hand?
What you say?
I said y'all like to break y'all weed down with a grinder or your hand?
Listen, I paid my dues. I'm bougie. I use a grinder. I pay my dues. I use a grinder. Sometimes I ain't got time for that breakdown shit. I just use a grinder.
But yeah, so I have like 2 or 3 grinders, and every time it's like,
I got 3 too, friend.
And I still be like,
no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. This weed is going in the jar. I mean in the grinder. It's going in the jar too, but it's going in the grinder.
Hello. We're almost done on this side of town, y'all. I just be using shit.
So let's talk about well shit I'll talk about. I feel like one of the better things that can come from going green, once again, we ain't talking about recycling, we're talking about greenery, that good greenery. Definitely, like we stated earlier, using the revenue for things that are beneficial. And damn, that wasn't even a point, but it is a point, but that wasn't even a point, what I was trying to say. I was actually going to say, as far as hemp is concerned, hemp is really strong and it can be used for many things. You can fucking make clothes out of hemp. You can make furniture out of hemp. You can make sturdy furniture like wood. You know what I'm saying? Out of hemp. You can make houses out of hemp. Can you imagine all of this shit that you can do with just a plant? Now, right. I definitely feel like if we're going to use, you know what I'm saying, the plant for hemp purposes to build things and make sturdy things, you know what I'm saying, that can be used for everyday life, quality of life, they definitely gonna have to get either a big enough field, or they can contract people to make the hemp or grow their own hemp and contract and buy from them. You know what I'm saying? And that can put money in farmers' pockets, because I feel like once you hit, and I actually have my growing license as well, at that point you are now agricultural.
Right.
You're farmers now. Or we're farmers now. It's agricultural type shit. So we can definitely we are farmers, but you can you can definitely hit a nigga with a contract, you know what I'm saying, and buy some hemp from them, and we can do big things, amazing things, and build great things with hemp for sure, especially clothes. I'm fucking with it.
Shit, they thought it was important enough for them to make it a whole ass currency back in the day, so they gotta know it's important to some
It's
extent.
valuable, yeah,
It's very
for
valuable.
sure.
So,
Well, I guess the correct term is legal tender, not currency.
right.
But even still,
I was gonna say, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I think that it would be important. Like, of course, when we can go into this hemp area, and one thing that I am excited about is like hemp oil, if you will, and I do mean in the sense of fuel, right? Because you can actually use hemp oil to fucking fuel a car.
Hmm.
And let me cite my sources. So this past July, the Chicago Tribune, they hosted a what was it called? I'm sorry. It was
Hey,
like
you're back.
some type of convention, y'all. Shit. I'm sorry. I can't remember what the name of it.
One of them hemp conventions.
Right. But they had there though, they had this this car. It was a let me just go back to my notes real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry. So
No, you good. Ain't nothing wrong with notes. Do you like? I don't care what nobody. Hold on. I just want to stop you right there. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. If y'all think we finna be one of these memorization ass motherfuckers podcast and shit, can be fucking remembering line by line verbatim what the fucking article said, I think the fuck not. We are human beings. We have a lot of shit going on, and on top of that, we smoke weed. And everybody know that smoking weed comes with a little temporary memory loss, short term.
Ooh, that thing hit me in my nostrils.
So, yes, we gonna have notes. Yes, niggas printed the articles out, and to cite our articles as well from this information we gave y'all, it was cannabisnow.com. Amazing site. Shout out to y'all.
Right.
But yes, nigga, we got paper in front of us.
I ain't got the paper, but it's on my computer though.
It don't matter.
I typed it.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
The article that this actually it's actually was printed in the Chicago Tribune, and it was just stating that, of course, we all know that the cannabis plant itself has so many various different uses. For me, like I said, mine would be actually regarding creating what they call biodiesel fuel. Like I said, it will be used in the place of actual gasoline. So this, I'm gonna call him a man because I don't know. I didn't look at the picture. Okay, it's Grayson Sigler and this group called Hemp Car Trans America. They were in Chicago this past July at Echo Fields, and they were just basically presenting to the world their hemp oil run car. The vehicle for demonstrating hemp as a fuel. I'm sorry. It was a 1983 Mercedes-Benz 300 TD. The station wagon with a supercharged diesel engine that runs on 100% hemp
Hey,
oil.
Shanice.
Hey. And basically, the car, it gets the same mileage, which was 27 miles per gallon on the highway, using the hemp-based biodiesel.
That ain't bad. 27 miles per gallon. That ain't bad at all.
It's not.
Yeah, it was basically the same amount that that car actually uses with what is called a number 2 diesel fuel, which is what people get at their gas pumps or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now, because they're using hemp and biodiesel has vegetable oil in it, mm-hmm. They had to make some engine modifications, but the only modification that they had to make was removing the rubber hoses and replacing them with synthetic hoses.
Okay.
That seems cheaper.
It definitely is. It definitely is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely so.
Okay, cost efficiency.
Right. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Hemp oil, it's a renewable substitute for petroleum fuels that provide similar performance in the economy, with reduced emissions. So I'm just like, because, like, what is that stuff that we use? The regular oil, like, it's a fossil fuel. It's not, like, once it's gone, that shit gone. But with the hemp oil, you can constantly reproduce it.
So it's like biodegradable
type shit. Like it would be like an endless source, if you will. Whereas the fuel, that it's
like they have in the drilling shit for that. That's not like it's a limited source, but with him, it's unlimited.
Correct.
I think
it can be reused.
Exactly.
It's renewable.
Renewable. Yeah, renewable.
It's a renewable resource.
There you go.
So that shit blew my mind.
Energy like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or solar.
Yeah.
They should have been looked into that, considering that like global warming is actually a real thing.
Oh yeah. And like for a long time, like y'all need to look at other options, future options.
Dead ass,
and start putting into play.
Like, on my mom.
So then, of course, you can't crop out, the medical benefits of going green. It's for the future completely, especially knocking out those pills as much as we can.
They haven't even
definitely be a war on big pharma.
They still doing research.
It'll definitely be a war on big pharma.
For sure. If people
but they've always done things to work out for them in their favor.
Yeah, they gonna figure it out. They gonna get some kind of funky ass contract to do something. They gonna make fucking weed capsule pills. It ain't gonna be real weed. It's gonna be like K2.
That would be fucking tragic.
It's for good.
I don't know. That's just my.
I be thinking like that too, because that was one of my other points that I put, like a more holistic approach to healing would be a great reason for going green in the future. Because literally, like, boiling fucking weed, y'all, and drinking that shit as a tea.
How you
marijuana tea?
You want to
literally with boiling like, like they have tea cages, if you will. I don't know what the correct name for it is.
That's what it is, friend. You can put it in a little.
Right, so you put it in a little cage and you drop it up in your hot ass water, steep it like you would a regular tea. I personally add other tea into mine because I don't like the taste.
Right, I'm about to say that makes sense. Yeah.
So I don't like.
There's a blend you can make. There's a tea. You can make a marijuana tea blend. Ain't no wrong with that.
But the when I want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't personally smoke CBD. But when I want to target pain, I will make my marijuana tea.
Okay.
Which also has a little CBD in it.
Hello.
Yeah, when you boil it down.
She's just also going.
There we go. So it's just high tea. High tea. And they call high tea anyway, bitch. Shit.
What?
I'm so weak.
What's called high tea?
When they be drinking that motherfucking coffee, but you ain't see my finger going up in the air.
I told you.
It's just fancy.
Huh?
Just fancy.
See, when you did it, I thought you were throwing up some shit. That's why I put my hand down.
I'm weak.
I got tea. Let me curve it then.
I was just like, wait, but bitch, that's how I drink my tea. My pinky out, bitch. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, type in the chat. Did you learn something today? I see BJ said he got knowledge knowledge. We always dropping knowledge.
We grind anyway.
We're gonna always be dropping knowledge.
And the figgity facts, okay?
Speaking of knowledge, I'm gonna show y'all my new literature that I just got. I don't know if y'all can see me, but whatever. I'm gonna show y'all my new literature. Just
knowledge was actually one of the reasons why I said going green was important.
Ooh.
Today,
Cannabis for health, okay.
Cannabis for health, the essential guide to using cannabis for total wellness. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be 100% mind, body, and soul. So whatever we need to do to get on that level, we got to be able to educate ourselves. Like we ain't gonna just find this shit out on social media. We ain't just waiting for somebody to tell us. Like we trying to report the news and the facts to y'all. So how we gonna know that if we don't read about it and educate ourselves? So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to, dive into this book and hopefully by next episode I got
I'm about to dive in.
I remember this one time we was like, yeah, what we gonna do about busting out singing songs? We just gonna keep singing, okay? That's it.
Yeah, I also
sing your first and keep going.
I learned something every week, and we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Like we came to bring y'all facts, and we come on this bitch and we fuck around and we joke around and we get on here and we do our bliggity biggity biggity black shit too. But you're gonna learn something about this plant by the time you get done watching this podcast.
Yeah. You're gonna have a laugh too.
I'm really a little bit lighting this blunt out this candle.
That's all right.
I gotta go to the store.
So listen, where did she get the book? So can you please tell the community, the Bake Mary's community, where you purchased your literature from?
I got the book off Amazon. And again, it's called Cannabis for Health, the essential guide to using cannabis for total wellness. We're gonna type it in the chat. I'm not gonna tell you who it's by because I can't pronounce the name right now. But it looked like this, and I think.
Let me see. I'm typing it now. Cannabis
for health.
For
the
health.
Essential guide to using cannabis for total wellness.
The essential guide. Hold on. For using
cannabis for total.
To using. Hold on.
Yes, to use.
Oh, I ain't see you had the book still there. Hold on. To using
cannabis.
Cannabis for total wellness. Okay.
It was like around $18. I just got it today.
Amazon.
I wanted to go down there and get it out the mail to show everybody.
And the Little Black Book of Marijuana can also be purchased on Amazon as well.
This is true. I got the book today.
Black Book of Marijuana. Lord, this thing type Mariana. The essential guide.
We all need to be getting our knowledge up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to just be smoking it, but like, what you know about it? You putting this into your body, what you know about it?
To the world of cannabis. Shit, I had it. Now it's got cabbage. Okay, Lord. Okay. Yes, so we did put the literature in the chat, y'all. It is in the chat, and you can purchase both of these books from Amazon.
Thanks.
Well, gonna go ahead and put that Juby ashtray and open up this last and final mini session for everybody to promote themselves with their tags, whether it's personal or business. Whoever wants to take the blunt first, you have the floor in this session. All the smoke.
I got it. Don't even worry about it. All right, so boom. Follow your boy on the Instagram. I said that's right. The Instagram at KINGGODDES _ and you'll find me. Also, I want to make sure y'all go check out my online sex toy boutique at milkandhoney xxx.com. Again, That is milkandhoneyxx.com and use code BakeMarys420 for 10% off. And I'm passing on to whoever want to promote themselves, Nick.
I'll take that bitch, bro. Follow your squirrel on Twitch. StupKid, ST20P.
At a big old.
K5 Eyes of the D, y'all. We'll keep it simple tonight. And also be sure to catch our tags on the after screen so y'all can get a accurate reading so y'all can't say that y'all didn't know how it was spelled. No excuses here.
Follow us.
I'm going to pass the blunt on.
Bake Tay. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. My skin _ is my sin. That's MYSKIN_ISMYSIN. I'm high.
It's fucking Morgan, though. I love your toxic chopstick.
I just want to throw some water on her right now, Lord.
You better not let that girl eyes sit.
Cause she just dry as hell. I just want to give her some moisture, Lord.
What? What was that supposed to be?
What?
I'm weak.
Cause you dry.
Why?
I ain't mean like you ashy dry. Not like that. Not like you need some moisture.
She extra high.
I ain't mean it like that. If that's the way you took it, I ain't such trying to say you was ashy.
Hardy, hard.
Oh my God! You know what? Cause you just put me on my fucking plate.
See, look. Let me hit a Tay.
Promote your stuff so we can.
I might say.
Oh my God!
Bitch, come back.
Hard.
That nigga did say hard.
I already did my skin is my sin, so go ahead. You the last one. Promote your stuff. Y'all
better be glad y'all wasn't here for these meetings before, because Tay would get mad at us and just turn her camera off on us. Well, she give a fuck. She would just turn her whole ass camera off. She'd be like, bitch, I don't, you know what, bye.
Y'all ain't got it on that one episode. Y'all lucky.
Y'all got it on that one. And then listen. Tay was over there.
Listen, I'm about to go ahead and go, because if not, we're gonna be on this bitch laughing all fucking night in front of these good people, and it's not fair to them. So listen, it's your Gazelle, Young Goldilocks, YUNGG OLDEELOX.
What? Nigga, what?
You will not run past that shit on me today, okay? You will not.
Y'all heard what animal I chose? She said, "Fuck the squirrel. Why can't be a goddamn gazelle?"
You didn't get to the proof. She been a squirrel. You just saying that shit right now.
I'm live.
I'm live. We discussed this.
You said that in front of all these people.
Because I can do that.
I said, who, you're what? Bitch, I've never.
You did not get that approved with Bake Marys.
And did not, no, she did not get that approved with the Bake Marys.
I wanted to say that.
Y'all out of line. Wait till we get off this damn call. Y'all is fired. You know fuck that, because we all put it out there. You're fired. You is fired. You're fired.
We're under contract. We can't go nowhere.
We locked in, baby.
Right.
Fucking fired.
We started this shit.
No, y'all fired. Yes, it's fired. You excommunicated.
We took oath. No.
Y'all ain't take no damn oath.
Whatever. We're in the road.
Damn oath. You gonna have these people thinking I got y'all in the some shit, girl.
Whatever.
That's like we took an oath. Like, nigga, that's some crucial shit. You took an oath.
Let you say that we ain't.
Listen, what's wrong with the gazelle?
It was out of no fucking where, okay?
That was it.
But other than that,
bro, you got it.
other than that, what's wrong
You
with
got it, bro. Go on and finish. Go on and finish it. You did it, bro.
Finish your tag.
Listen.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Once again, I'm gonna run it back. It's your gazelle, Young Goldilocks. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, You fucking bye. You know what? Fuck you. I don't need this shit. And Young Goldilocks, YUNGGOLDEELOX. Business pages on Instagram and Facebook. Your local hood witch, YOURLOCALHOODWITCH. Your local hood witch. Hit my online boutique, my online smoke boutique. I sell exotic pieces that you won't see in your local smoke shop. Grinders, rolling trays, ashtrays, hand pipes, water pipes, all kinds of shit. Check me out. www.yourlocalhoodwitch.com. I blog as well. And last but not least, please follow Bake Marys on all platforms and on Instagram, baked_Marys. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. Now that we've gotten that out the way, I want to thank you, fine ladies and gentlemen, the Bake Marys community. Okay. Flight number 420 has now landed. We've had a nice flight. The smoke has been delight. A happy blaze to you all and to all a good night. So catch us next Wednesday, same time, same place. It's Baked Marys, and you have officially been baked. Bye. She's like, have a great night. Happy smoking. Roll the shit on up.
Hey, that good shit right there.
Roll it.
They rolled it in.